Good evening and welcome to News Center. I'm Cecil Pergram.
And I'm Shelby Steele. This is your news for October 27th, 2011.
Morehead State is currently undergoing a new website. News Center has more on the story.
My Morehead State has currently been updated. Many students are finding it hard to navigate through the website. What Morehead is trying to accomplish is having one site focusing directly on students and another site directed for the community, alum, and also prospective students.
What we're trying to do now, because we have so many new web services and tools, is begin to take the content and the information and put them on the right system. So we actually went through a process. Communications and marketing was heavily involved with that, where we had an independent company come in and evaluate our tools, information, resources that we have through the web and make recommendations. A lot of it we had already decided needed to be done anyway, and it gave us some reports and feedback to share from the administration level on down with ideas and ways that we needed to improve on some services.
Smith says with the new My Morehead State site, it will be easier for students to navigate and find what they are looking for.
What we're trying to do now is historically, we've always had the www site since the mid-90s when the web first started, and over a period of time it has become a resource that is very department-oriented. At one time we had a website that you kind of had to navigate the organizational chart from VPs to get down to. Is very old, and it became more and more service-oriented over the years, but as departments put content out there, some don't always keep it as current as you'd want. Some of them put everything that they can think of out there, which sometimes seems good, but it can become cluttered to such a degree that if you're looking for very specific information, you might get frustrated on an IT website that might not be organized well, that has 15,000 pages of information that IT might offer.
Another thing the new website is trying to fix is limiting the number of times you have to sign in. With the new My Morehead State, you now only have to log in one time and you're done.
And then eventually all these pieces are going to be single sign-on. And someone always asks me what that means, single sign-on. We're not there yet. We're working on it diligently, and Blackboard's been flagged as first priority. But that means you would log into the portal one time, and once you look at your landing page, any of the services that you access that require a login and a password, we're going to be working to make all those, instead of taking you to the screen to log in and password again, you're going to be landing on whatever page the login is for that particular service.
To access the new portal, log on to www.mymoreheadstate.edu.
Late Sunday night on the 800th block of North Wilson Avenue, a white male attempted to abduct a 15-year-old female Morehead resident. According to police, the female was walking home from Arby's when she heard a vehicle stop, turn its engine off, and then heard the door open and then shut. The female continued to walk, believing that it was just a resident. The female then felt the suspect grab her and pull her towards the vehicle. She then struck the suspect and ran off. The female described the suspect as a male with a deep and scratchy voice. Police warned residents to never travel alone, especially during evening hours. The female got away safely, but police have found no suspects in the case.
Morehead resident Patricia Blevins was arrested last Wednesday on 46 counts of animal cruelty and 1 count of violation of kennel ordinance after 119 dogs were seized from her home. Blevins and her husband were both charged in 2004 for animal cruelty and failure to obtain a kennel license. Blevins' husband was the only one charged in that case. If Blevins is found guilty, she is facing a misdemeanor charge that's up to $500 per each count and 12 months in jail.
In national news, police arrested more than 100 people during a night of clashes with Occupy Oakland protesters throughout the city of Oakland, California. The scene finally cleared after midnight Wednesday, but police were on alert in case crowds returned. Oakland's interim police chief Howard Jordan says arrests were continuing and that the total number might rise. 85 of those arrests were made Tuesday night when officers raided the Occupy Oakland encampment on Frank Ogawa Plaza at City Hall, along with annex in a park near Lake Merritt. Jordan says 2 officers have been injured during the protest, but the number of injured demonstrators is unknown.
Muammar Gaddafi was buried early Tuesday in an unmarked grave with only a few people allowed to attend. The Islamic ceremony closed the book on the 8-month civil war that ousted him. A Gaddafi nephew read a prayer for the dead before Gaddafi's body was handed over for burial, said a spokesperson from the military council in the port city of Misrata. Libya's new leaders have said they would not reveal the location of the grave, fearing it could be vandalized or turned into a shrine for die-hard supporters.
We'll be right back after the break with Rachel Stadelman and a quick look at weather.
Wonder if my package has come in. Sweet, it has.
How can I help you today, sir?
Yeah, I got a package.
What's your dorm address?
811 Cartmel.
811 Cartmel. See your student ID, please. All right.
Do you feel like playing video games? Or surfing the internet? But you need to study? If you're having trouble focusing on what's important, you may suffer from ADHD. Stop by the Cottle Health Clinic located in Allie Young Hall between 8 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. or call 783-2055 to make an appointment.
Welcome back to News Center. Right now in Moorhead, we're seeing mostly cloudy conditions. We are seeing some rain showers move through Moorhead, and we'll continue to see those tonight and into parts of tomorrow. Current temperature sitting at 50 degrees, and we have a cooler dew point at 47 degrees. Clear skies in parts of the Bluegrass, but we are continuing to see some rain showers. But we're going to take a look at the record temperatures for today. The high back in 2007 of 96 degrees. So not too long ago we hit that high, but back in 1962 we hit the low of 13 degrees. We're not getting anywhere close to those record temperatures today. But we are seeing some rain showers move throughout the Bluegrass area. Let's take a look at those, please. Back in eastern Kentucky and western Kentucky, we are continuing to see some rain showers. We're seeing some rain showers finally move out of parts of eastern Kentucky, still seeing some down in London and parts of Hazard. But here in Moorhead, we're seeing them finally taper off, but they will continue to come back tonight and into tomorrow, but then clear skies for this weekend. Cooler temperatures all across the Commonwealth. 56 degrees over in London, 55 degrees in Jackson, 51 degrees in Lexington, 53 degrees over in Bowling Green, 51 degrees in Louisville, in the capital of Frankfort sitting at 51 degrees, 56 degrees over in Ashland as well, and cooler temperatures up in northern Kentucky, Covington sitting at 49 degrees. Like I said, we will continue to see some rain showers, but then get some clear skies, but now we'll take it back to Shelby Steele with News Center Notices.
Welcome to News Center Notices. This week we have junior Sydney Rosser, who was just named Homecoming Queen. Thank you for coming on the show, Sydney.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so first just tell me in News Center how it feels to be named MSU's Homecoming Queen.
That's a really hard question just because it's so unbelievable. When they called my name, I didn't feel like I was really there, but because it's a big enough shock to even been chosen to be on it. Going up against so many great candidates, it really was a shock to be picked myself. So that was such an honor to serve with those 10 people was just really, really outstanding. So being chosen is just beyond me. I'm just really excited to be able to represent some great organizations on campus and my family and my friends, and I hope to just make Moorhead proud whenever I can.
What are some of the things that you did to campaign?
A lot of my friends really took a hold of that for me, which was so very nice of them. So really just word of mouth, and then if anyone said they didn't have any friends running, I would just say that maybe I was on the court and that if they would consider voting, it would be greatly appreciated. But I had a lot of help, so it was a really, really fun experience.
So what do you plan to do now with your title?
I really hope that I can do things such as News Center or anything around campus, just to make sure that everyone keeps campus pride up. I'm a really, really large fan of Moorhead State, always have been, so I really hope that I can promote a positive image. Also, just out in the community and elsewhere, if I can represent Moorhead State, go to any kind of events or recruitment events, I would love to get another record class here at Moorhead State, so if I can help with that, that'd be so much fun.
So you told me earlier that you have to do a festival for Moorhead State.
Yes, I do.
Could you tell me more about that?
There's a festival in Pineville, Kentucky called the Mountain Laurel Festival. It's a really, really long tradition that they've had in that little small town. It's a week-long experience where you go and you have dinner with a lot of people in town. You get to meet a lot of their residents and a lot of people that put on this wonderful festival. You get to know a lot of the other contestants. And then from then on, you get all dressed up. You get in a beautiful white gown with white gloves, and you curtsy for the governor, and the governor is there when you're crowned and things like that. So just to be a part of that, I'm so excited and very, very privileged because I know it comes from a very long line of a great tradition.
So what else are you involved in campus?
I enjoy being Greek for sure. I'm in the Chi Omega sorority. Also, I like to be in the Student Alumni Ambassadors. To do as much on campus as we can to represent the president. Also, I'm in Order of Omega, as well as the National Society of Collegiate Scholars, and then my major group, the Eagle Exercise Science Club.
What do you plan to do after you graduate Moorhead?
I'm studying exercise science, so I plan on to go to physical therapy school. They do not have, obviously, one at Moorhead, so I'm hoping to head to the University of Kentucky and just receive my doctorate there and move into an outpatient practice, hopefully, either with children, athletics of some sort, or possibly working with military soldiers that are rehabbing.
Alrighty, well, thank you for being on the show, Sydney.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back with Rachel Stadelman and another look at weather, and Kyle McKenzie with Eagle Athletics.
Hey man, you're not supposed to be smoking on campus. Don't listen to him. It isn't like anyone's gonna know he's smoking a cigarette. That's a really bad idea. Remember, Moorhead State University is a tobacco-free campus.
Please don't throw that trash on the ground. I know someone is watching you now. Recycle man, recycle man. Please take care of all your waste in a
When you're thirsty, are you going to depend on a crumpled old dollar? remind yourself to always bring your Eagle card.
Dude, you need the Eagle card.
Always keep beaker bucks loaded onto your Eagle card just in case. It's the fastest way to make all of your on-campus purchases.
When you got some homework and you need a place to go. When you're working on a project and your computer is slow. There's a little place on campus that I think that you should know about. The first story of the library is what I'm talking about. Walk past Java City and then you will see the new commons area is where you should be. They got computers and printers, couches, tables and more. It's the perfect place to go for study time galore.
Welcome back to News Center. Current conditions in Moorhead, we're seeing mostly cloudy conditions. We have saw some rain showers move through today, and we will continue to see those tonight and into tomorrow. But current temperature staying at 50 degrees. We've got a high humidity at 87 degrees, and it is a fairly windy day outside. 5 to 7 miles per hour coming from the north-northwest. But we are seeing some rain showers throughout parts of Kentucky, down in western Kentucky. Bowling Green and parts of Campbellsville are still seeing some rain showers. And we are seeing the storm system that hit here us in Moorhead and parts of London and Hazard and even parts of Pikeville getting rain still. And up in parts of Indiana and Ohio, they're continuing to see some rain showers. And that system is going to move through tonight to bring us some more rain tonight and into tomorrow. But then we should see some clear skies come to Moorhead and even some warmer temperatures. But right now we are seeing some cooler temperatures all across the Commonwealth. 56 degrees, the hot spot down in London. Ashland also sitting at 56 degrees. Bowling Green down in western Kentucky, a little bit cooler, sitting at 53 degrees. Louisville sitting at 51 degrees. Also the capital Frankfort sitting at 51 degrees. 55 degrees over in Jackson, and Lexington sitting at 51 degrees. And up in northern Kentucky, Covington seeing some cooler temperatures with a high of only 49 degrees today. Cooler temperatures all across the nation right now. We are seeing mid-50s in our area. Down in Florida, they're only sitting about 84 degrees. But up in parts of New York and in New England, they're seeing temperatures from the mid to low 30s and some getting a little bit warmer temperatures in the 40s. So that's due to a snow system that has moved through that area. Now we're going to take a look at those storm systems. As you can see, mix of rain and snow, but for most parts of the upstate New York and parts of central New England, they are seeing some snow systems move through right now. They should see about 1 to 4 inches of snow by the end of this system, but they will continue to see that rain after the snow tapers off. But somewhere else seeing some snow. The panhandle of Texas saw 2.5 inches of snow fall this morning. This actually breaks their record. Back in 1911, they had snow of 2.4 inches, but today they beat it by just 0.1 inch. But they will continue to see some rain showers in other parts of Texas, but that is crazy how they beat that record for snow down in Texas. When you think of that, you never think of snow, but clouds due to those storm systems and lots of overcast today in the United States. We're going to continue to see cloudy conditions here in Moorhead, and then we will see some clear skies finally this weekend. But tonight, mostly cloudy conditions with that rain continuing on with a low of only 35 degrees. Tomorrow, we will continue to see that rain again and see mostly cloudy conditions with a high of only 52 degrees, so another cool day tomorrow. Now let's take a look at the 5-day forecast. Like I said, tomorrow the high of 52 degrees with that chance of rain continuing and the low of 32. Saturday, warmer day, high of 56 degrees, but Saturday night, the low of 28 degrees. So very chilly night Saturday if you're going out anytime. Sunday, 58 degrees, the high. Mostly sunny conditions and the low of 39 degrees. Monday for trick-or-treat, we're going to see some clouds move in with a high of only 51 degrees and the low of 33. But then Tuesday, temperatures warming back up with mostly sunny conditions. The high of 60 degrees and the low of 37. So guys, just about another day of rain, but then we're going to see some clear skies and should be beautiful for the rest of the week.
Looks like those cold temperatures are starting to become a habit out there.
Yeah, definitely fall weather moving into winter. And now we're going to take it to Kyle McKenzie with News Center Sports.
Your home for the Moorhead State Eagles, this is News Center Sports.
The Moorhead State Football Eagles record dropped to 2-6 overall and 1-4 in the Pioneer Football League with a 30-28 loss to Dayton. The Eagles gave up over 300 yards rushing the Flyers offense, allowing Flyers running back Tyler Harris to get the school its first individual 200 yards plus rushing performance since the 2000 season. Eagles quarterback Zach Lewis had over 300 yards though the air, but the Flyers defense still managed to hold the Eagles to just 40 yards rushing on the afternoon. The Eagles have this weekend off before going on the road to face Campbell. MSU Volleyball Eagles continued their dominance over the rest of the Ohio Valley Conference, defeating Austin Peay 3-1 on the road last weekend. Outside hitter Ellie Robertson led MSU with 22 kills, and Kobe Cameron had a career high of 24 assists. The Eagles have now won 22 consecutive OVC matches over the past 2 seasons. The Eagles' overall record now stands at 18-5 and 13-0 in conference. The Eagles' next match will be on Friday when MSU welcomes Eastern Illinois to Weatherby Gym at 7 p.m. The MSU Eagles got 3 goes for the first time since September to push the Eagles to a 3-2 overtime victory over Longwood. The Eagles' record now stands 7-3 and 2-4-1 in OVC play. MSU's next contest will be at home this Friday when the Eagles face the Murray State Racers. Game time is scheduled for 7 p.m. at James Stadium. And now it's time for world-famous sports trivia. Where did MSU volleyball coach Jamie Gordon coach at before taking over the Eagles program in 2003? A. The University of Louisville. B. Marshall University. C. Kentucky Christian. Or D. The University of Kentucky?
Yes, and go with one of our neighboring colleges, B. Marshall University.
I think I'm going to go with D and say it's the University of Kentucky.
I'm going to go with Louisville.
Actually, the answer is D, the University of Kentucky. Coach Gordon was an assistant coach at the University of Kentucky from 1999 to 2002 before he took over the program here at Morehead State. Coach Gordon, as you all know, has brought a lot of success to the Eagles' performance as he's had 9 20-win seasons, 4 OVC championships, and then holds the school record for most OVC wins in volleyball action. So volleyball team's doing an awesome job.
I was going to say, that's awesome to actually see, the football team's not doing so well this year, but to go see a volleyball game, it is so exciting to sit in Weatherby Gym and see them dominate.
A lot of people don't know, but Jamie Gordon, once you meet him, he's a very nice person as well, and it's very great seeing him to have such a success with the Eagles program.
He's a very personable guy, I know.
Yeah.
So the Eagles are in action tomorrow night against Eastern Illinois. How do you all feel about the Eagles' win?
I mean, I hope we can get another one. We've obviously been doing good, so let's just keep doing that and, hopefully bring an OVC title home.
All right. Well, we're going to now take a look at the sports calendar.
For students pursuing a career in the medical health field, come check out the new MSU Share Building. The Share Building is located right below St. Clair Hospital on Fleming Avenue. This building will offer students the chance to further their understanding of medical health and prepare them for a future with state-of-the-art hands-on classes.
Oh yeah, that's right. Get the good stuff. The Java City on campus has just what you need to get you going. Located on the first floor of the Camden Carroll Library.
The 8th annual Halloween costume contest was held yesterday in the Claypool Young Art Gallery. The contest was put on by the Department of Art and Design and the Alliance. Refreshments were provided for those entering the contest as well as guests. Over 30 people competed in the contest. First, second, and third place winners were chosen by a panel of judges. Third place went to an Avatar costume, second to Doctor Who, and first place to the mayor from The Nightmare Before Christmas.
A man convicted of a hit and run that killed a University of Kentucky student is now free after only serving half of his 5-year sentence. Shannon Hauser was driving a truck that hit Connie Blunt as she was crossing South Broadway in Lexington. Hauser then fled the scene of the accident and went on to attempt repairs to his damaged truck. After serving 2 years and 6 months, Hauser was released on good behavior. The family of Blunt released a statement saying Kentucky justice system is broke and unfair. The family says they will continue to fight the justice system in their daughter's memory.
Kentucky State Representative Dwayne Bunch has resigned several months after falling while trying to break up a fight between students at Whitley County High School in April. Bunch has been in a rehabilitation hospital for the past several months, recovering from head injuries he sustained from the accident. Bunch's wife released a statement saying that it was in the best interest of the 82nd District that he stepped down. Bunch will remain in an Atlanta hospital where he will continue to receive rehabilitation for his brain injuries.
Students and community members looking for a way to help out their community can do so by helping put together quilts for the Build-A-Bed project. News Center has more on the story.
Some might have heard about the Community Quilting Project, working to make 72 quilts to put on the beds for the Build-A-Bed project, which is helping put children without beds into one of their own, complete with a homemade quilt. News Center had the chance to speak to Rebecca Hickman about what this project is about and how people can help.
This is a community quilt project. We're working through regional engagement through Morehead State University, and all of our proceeds go to build these quilts that we have here, quilt tops and stuff, and we're trying to make about 72 of them before spring semester. The majority of these will go to the Build-A-Bed project, which is currently building 72 beds for homeless children in the area.
We asked Ms. Hickman who can volunteer and how.
Right now we have predominantly students on campus that come into the costume shop, whether they know how to sew or not. They don't need any experience, and we teach them that stuff in our costume shop. We do have several people from off campus, other faculty members. We've had ladies from the library come and help. We've had professional quilters in the area that have volunteered to come and help or just donate scrap fabrics and stuff that they have in their shops.
She also told us how this project was first started.
Lisa Morris, she's a professor here at the university in theater. She started it with the lady who was here before me, Cozy Hamilton, started a project just making quilts for Haiti after their disaster. And that's how it got started, and this year they want to continue the quilting project, but for it to be more of a community-based things and needs in our own community.
Lastly, we asked what items would be appreciated as donations and what anyone who wants to can do to help.
Any donations are wonderful. We'll take donations like used sewing machines, new sewing machines, any materials, quilting materials, quilt batting, packaged or just pieces. If anybody's interested in creating a quilt at their own home and just want to bring it and donate it, they can do that. They can assist with the quilting part, or they can just make the quilt tops.
For News Center, this is Ariel Ross.
If you are interested in helping with this project or wish to make a donation of any kind, you can contact Rebecca Hickman at 606-783-2715 or Dr. Lisa Morris at 606-783-2694. Or you can stop by the Cozy Hamilton Costume Shop inside of Breckenridge Hall, room 117. On behalf of Rachel Stadelman with weather and Kyle McKenzie with sports and the rest of the News Center team, I'm Cecil Pergram.
And I'm Shelby Steele. Have a great evening.